Hi and welcome to Easy Fishing. Well, I haven't had a chance to go fishing since the river season ended. I've had a couple of more trips to the doctors and the hospital, But on a positive note, on Saturday, just gone, my fishing buddy decided he would be nice and give me a lift to the Big One fishing show. It was very well attended and was good fun for the day. Probably my only complaint about it was the price of the catering there. That was silly. Other than that, hi to all the people who came and said hello, and I said hello to a few people I knew, which was nice. And I'm glad I went to the show because I think I might have found a solution that's been bothering me. Now, my old fox chair's getting old and it's heavy, and I spotted a chair on the Sonic stand. It folds up like one of those horrible holiday chairs into like a tube, but a bit bigger tube. And it's the same sort of construction as though made out of heavier materials. And it has adjustable feet and arms, which is pretty much what I've been looking for. Because I wanted a chair that folded up compactly. It comes in a carry bag. It's not a lightweight chair because it's quite heavy materials, but it's pretty good, and after I've had it for a while I'll do a long-term test on it. Other than that, I circulated and looked at all the major stands. Shane Drennan doesn't go, but I definitely looked at all the major stands: Preston, Maver, Matrix. Said hello to a few people on the Matrix stand. One of them being Mark Pollard, who I don't live a million miles away from, and I've bumped into him over the years in a few local tackle shops, and he's an angler I admire very much. My friend got his son's picture taken with Bob Nudd, so I might put that on this video, and I had my picture taken with Bob Nudd, who's a thoroughly nice chap. And he even gave us a free gift of an item of tackle I've known about for a while, but I've never tried because I can't find it in the local shops around here, and that's a window feeder. And I should definitely be giving those a test. Heard a lot about them. I know a lot of the England internationals use them, and the top level feeder anglers, so I'll be interested to give that a try. Any other points from the show? Regrettably, by the end of the afternoon I was feeling so ill that I couldn't really get much further. As it was, I was using my walking stick, but it was a good show. The second thing I'd like to say is I'd like to say thank you to everybody who has watched Easy Fishing. Now, Easy Fishing only got started by accident. I'd seen another guy's video and thought, blimey, I could do better than that. And someone was taking a picture of a decent chub I'd caught at the ooze, and they accidentally videoed it. And I realised my little point and shoot camera had quite good video on it, and it just went from there. Because I'm on a very limited budget, I just have a very cheap camcorder, one of the cheapest on the market, just over £200. And a wired microphone, which you've seen me with in plenty of videos. But thoughts on how it's gone? Well, I wish I was better cameraman, soundman and video editor, but other than that I'm quite happy with it. Maybe I can't produce as higher quality videos as other people do, have a professional or semi-professional cameraman with expensive multiple cameras taking shots, but I do the best that I can. and while it's not as good as it could be by any means of the stretch of the imagination, I'm reasonably happy with it. My biggest bugbear is that I just don't have time to do as many videos or as much money to do videos as I would like. But anyway, I hope everybody will keep watching, because there will be a lot more videos this year, I hope. I managed to do over 50 in a year, so yes, let's hope it carries on in that vein, and I intend it to. So that's that subject covered. Now the other thing I'm going to put up is a short video about some restoration work being done on a local fishery. Now this fishery is very important. It's a shallow lake in the middle of a town centre that used to provide absolutely fabulous fishing, and it was free and very safe for people to fish in. I've waded across every inch of the lake, and the deepest spot I found was less than 3 feet. It had a hard bottom, so it wasn't a case of a shallow lake with 3 foot of silt. Regrettably, it's been neglected. The weeds have been allowed to encroach upon it. The bird life that used to be prolific has disappeared due to the appearance of mink, which have killed all of the youngsters, raided the eggs out the nest, and I've seen them doing it, which is a real shame. In fact, it got to a stage the only water bird I saw on there was a heron. It also suffered a quite catastrophic fish theft a few years ago. It was shallow and warmed up quickly, and the carp in there were able to breed. We went through 2 or 3 seasons where you could catch baby carp of 3 or 4 inches long, so they'd obviously bred successfully, but it held big tench, big bream, good roach, good perch, some pike, and some very good carp. In a shallow lake behind me is a craft that's dragging the weed, aerating it, the bottom, etc, etc. Now this small lake of about 5 acres, I just pan round, used to be the best fishery in the area, and it was the safest place for the local kids to fish. Because at nowhere at any point is it more than 3 feet deep. But it's had a real problem. It's been neglected, and there's a local operator who operates rowboats on it, and even he hasn't been able to row the boats on it, the weed's been that thick. So hopefully this might make it fishable again. We used to catch £100 plus bags of bream and tench out of here. Yeah, it's just a matter of interest. I've never seen a craft like this before. It's driven by a pair of looks like continuous tank tracks. The guy is systematically working the whole lake. Now, unfortunately, in their wisdom, the local council decided to erect these fishing platforms. In theory, a great idea, but in practice you can't fish from them because they're too high above the water and the front bar is too high. My local club has disabled swims designed by disabled people, and they do not have that high bar. This high bar, if I go and stand up next to it, exactly the right height for me to fall over it. because it's just below my knee height. So very bad marks for the council. Good points for trying, but 1 out of 10. So I'm hoping that some restoration work will make this lake fishable again. I really hope so. In summer it was a superb fishery. Unfortunately, it had a big head of carp in it that got stolen. But yes, used to have some superb bream and tension. Just thought you might be interested in this. It was a beautiful lake, and several islands, one of which I'm looking at here, which were great for the wildlife. Unfortunately, mink moved in, and this is the first wildlife I've seen on here for a couple of years. They look like they're actually trying to nest. Pair of coots here. Hopefully they'll nest. Be lovely to see the water birds come back. But there we go. Thank you, animal do-gooders, for releasing the mink. So I'm afraid there's no fishing to report on this week. I would have liked the chance to go this afternoon, but I've just got back from limping around after the dog and cooking Sunday dinner, doing the usual family things. So sorry about the lack of fishing on this, but I will be back, and very soon. And I will now, because the rivers have closed, I'll be fishing still waters and canals, and I will soon be venturing on to commercial fisheries, which a lot of people fish these days, and rightly so, because some of them offer absolutely superb fishing. Some of them not so good. They're basically someone's dug a hole in the ground, thrown a few fish in and called it fishery, but others are superb. And we have a couple of ones. The nearest one's about half an hour away or a bit more, and we don't have a lot of commercial fisheries where I fish, unfortunately. Not decent ones anyway, and certainly none close to my home. Get there and hopefully do some videos aimed at beginners and improvers on commercial fisheries. Incidentally, at the fishing show it was nice to meet people who I have never met and who followed the show, so to all of those tight lines, and I hope we will all catch up again soon. So bye for now.